Hello, I'm Rachel Cross and I'm the main designer of the Creative Grids ruler range. The latest range is a range of double strip rulers, specifically designed for these lovely bundles of jelly rolls that are available today, which are all pre-cut 2.5 inch wide strips of fabric. This is the ruler here. This is one of the rulers. It's a 45-degree double strip ruler, and these are some of the blocks that it makes. This one here uses the 45-degree and the 90-degree double strip ruler. They work really well together. And this is a lovely cushion panel that I've done using the 45-degree and the 90-degree double strip ruler. So let's take a closer look at the ruler itself. So here we have the 45-degree double strip ruler. There are 10 plates running all the way along the top, and there's also a central checking line running across the ruler itself. Along the bottom edge is a normal 2.5 inch ruler for cutting your own 2.5 inch strips. And we've also got this lovely non-slip grip going all the way around the edge of the ruler, and there's plenty along the templates, the area where you need it most. There's also a circular cutout area at the end of each template. This enables your rotary cutter to cleanly cut beyond the strip every time. So let's now see the ruler in use. Before we cut our first strip using the 45-degree double strip ruler, I just wanted to explain how the grip works on the fabric. When you slide the ruler over the fabric, you can see how easy it is to slide, but it's when you put the slight pressure on, that's when the grip comes into action and grips your fabric. So, first of all, straighten your edge of your fabric, and then we've got the 2.5 inch line on the ruler. We just want to slide the ruler over the fabric till we reach that 2.5 inch line. So you check that it's all lined up, and then you can spread your hand across the template side and the ruler, and then you simply just rotary cut along the edge. And obviously you can cut multiple strips at a time as you would normally. So now we're going to cut some 45-degree triangles. So we've used the ruler side to cut the strips. Now we need to sew the two strips together using a 1/4 inch seam. But I just wanted to show you that I've been using some 1.5 inch strips and joined them to a 2.5 inch strip, so you can get some lovely designs going through your pattern if you put a nice bold colour in between. So now we rotate the ruler and then lay it on the fabric, and what we're wanting to do is line the top edge of the triangles up with the top edge of the fabric. And the central dotted line needs to line up with that seam that you've just sewn. Okay, so now we're ready to cut. So we can spread a hand across this side of the ruler before we start cutting, but avoid the circular areas because, as I showed before, that's where the rotary cutter is going to go into. So here we are, ready to cut. So that's the cutter going into the circle area. And for the last triangle, there's your wastage at the end. So you remove the ruler, and there you have all your triangles already cut out, all at once. So I now want to take this a stage further. I want you to sew another two 2.5 inch strips together, and then I want you to put them on top of each other to form a tube. And the way we do this is to sew down either side a 1/4 inch seam. And then the ruler works exactly the same way. You just lay the ruler on the top, and then you use your rotary cutter as before and cut them all out. but you know that these are going to have a join at the top. So I'll just show you what they'll look like when they come out. Stitches going across the top. You need to unpick those, and then when you flip it open, you've created a quarter square triangle already sewn together. So if you keep on cutting, you can create nice little blocks like this one there. And what I've done here, I've used 1.5 inch strips and a 2.5 inch strip. And again, you can start putting these together. To create blocks like that. But they're so great to handle. And this is a lovely block. And then you can just put those two together. Put that one there. And then that one there. You can see how quick it was to make that really striking block. But if you're not happy with it like that, you can then just move them around and create a totally different design. But if you put a nice plain fabric in there, you know that you'll get a striking design as well. So that's the 45-degree double strip ruler. So sadly, we've now come to the end of our DVD. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as we've all enjoyed making it. And now it's down to you to get creative.